What's going on, guys? Hey, how are you? Repeat back with you on another Saturday night showdown race. Time for the ARCS Truck Series live from Lime Rock Park. I tell you what, this 7-turn, 2.5 mile road course. As you can see there, with some of these amazing angles, very up and down, a whole lot of elevation change. It's gonna be a phenomenal night. Definitely hope that all y'all are out there that are looking forward to a pretty good time. Qualifying's now underway. We're going to kind of catch up with some of these guys, see exactly what they're capable of as they go on around. First one we're going to catch up with is it says 28 on the scoreboard, which I'll pull up in just a little bit, but on the side of his truck, as you see there, big bold font, it's going to be the number 99. I'll actually go ahead and bring up the scoring tower for you right now so you can keep up with your fastest guys as they complete their Q laps. They've got a total of 15 minutes to go ahead and get their laps in, make them count. And at the end of it, we'll see who was the fastest. While we're waiting on that to come around, I'll actually go ahead and show you who was fastest in practice, so you kind of get a chance to see where your favorite guys were. And here we go. In practice, going to be last week's winner. That's going to be the 14 of Tom Sears, Josh Gaiman P2, Cody Meadows P number 3. Noah Belleville in P4. P5 is going to be Cody Pinnell. That's who we're watching right there. Byron Jones, P6 in that number 29. Dylan McDonald in 7th. Donald Ray 8th. 9th was Kevin Feemster. Terry Gabbard in 10th in that number 4. Jeremy Briol in his 74. P11. P12, Tristan Catania. James Kerr was 13th in that 75. Still remember that amazing truck scheme he had last week. Mike LaJoy, 14th in his 7. In the number 6, Tommy Withers. 16th was Daniel Maddox in his number 10. And Patrick Allen, I don't believe he actually took a lap in practice. He was tail end Charlie in practice. We're going to have just about 17 guys out here on track tonight. So the roster that you see there for the practice times, that will be the entire field. Let's go ahead and clear that and just get back to just our scoring pylon. Tristan's out there saying, "Let's go!" Absolutely ready to kick this off. Let's switch this up. Speaking of James Kerr, let's go on and switch over to him in that Black Acid RaceArcs.com. Number 75 again, man. It looks like he is done with his lap. How about the 45? Patrick Allen, I mentioned that in practice. He actually did not put down any kind of a time. Here he is out on track, kind of looking like he might be babying the thing just to see what he's going to have for the actual race. So in the meantime, let's move on over to Joshua Gaiman. Very fast in practice. So far, this looks like it's going to be his get up to speed lap, and the 88 of Meadows showing as the fastest so far. Just look at that big old drooping downhill right into this immediate right-hander. A whole lot of sliding around that these guys are going to be doing all night long. Again, very glad that you guys are here with me. It's going to be one hell of a phenomenal race. Looks like Noah Belleville in his number 41. He is done. Here's that number 5 for Donald Ray. Actually, let's go ahead and jump on board with Donald Ray for his lap and see exactly what he's got. Let's look at this hood view. You hear the tires sliding all the way through down this big hill and to an immediate right-hander. Whole lot of sliding going on right there to the rumble strips. Get on the throttle as hard as you can and get ready for yet another big turn. Down underneath the Sam Posey straight bridge. long right-hand turn. You could kind of get a little bit in the throttle. Hold on to it. Oh, hard on the inside wall. Let's check in with Terry Gabbard. This is from his nose cam. Over the rumble strips, both sides, right, left, right. Trying to get as much of the throttle down as he can without breaking traction. Again, down this big hill, sweeping right-hand turn. Using up just a little bit of the rumble strips. This is where the last truck definitely lost it. Jamie Kerr out there saying definitely not a road racer. Well, man, Jamie, I think it's going to be whoever makes the fewest amount of mistakes tonight. Maybe the guy on top. Let's go ahead and pick up with Tom Sears in his number 14. Again, last week's winner in his RaceArcs.com luminous number 14. That would be a great word to describe his truck, his Toyota TRD machine. So in all the practice so far, it looks like the 61 of Gaiman, which was also very, very fast in practice, he is going to lead the way so far when this all kicks off. 88 of Meadows, Pinnell. Then we're going to have Belleville, Brialt, Ray, Jones, Gabbard, and Kerr. Looks like Tom Sears was very, very ginger in that section, making sure that he doesn't upset the balance of the truck across all those rumble strips. And that was actually a really, really good downhill curve and turn for Tom Sears. In the end, really didn't end up using too many of the rumble strips. Looking like it's going to be a pretty clean lap. Some of the last few corners. Let's actually go ahead and pull up your track map so you can actually see where he is there on track. Very, very tricky. This is what I mentioned before, where he is kind of ginger, getting on a throttle, make sure that he didn't upset the truck too much. Getting through there, using all the rumble strips for traction. Big sweeping downhill. I tell you what, I think that is probably the most amazing part of this track. You're carrying so much speed coming downhill, and you got to make that right turn, and you can't let the truck get loose, and they did a pretty good job. How about Tristan Catania now in this number 48 Lowe's machine? I thought we caught up with Catania earlier. Nope, not at all. But we just watched the lap of the 14 for Sears, and he went right to the top of the board. 48 losing just a little bit, lost the back end, had to get out of it, and that's going to allow him to go ahead and gather it back up in this Ally 48. Hold on to it, trying to get as much as he can out of this truck to put down a fast time. Just see him definitely breaking loose. So far, 12 guys have taken time. Again, the 14 of Tommy Sears, old Lurkin' Tom on the pole. We'll have to see if anybody in these last 5 trucks are able to go ahead and take it from him. Hold on, keep it out of the grass if it can. Good recovery, good job by him. You know, I talked to Byron Jones in that 29 a little bit before practice, or while practice was going on, and he feels that someone that is good on dirt would have a very, very good chance of this race tonight because of the actual weather conditions. I can go ahead and pull up the weather as we speak, show you exactly what it is they're dealing with. It looks like it's going to be a 75-degree track temp, but 102, 70 75-degree air temp, but 102-degree track temp. So these trucks are going to be very, very slick all race long. As you can see by the weather, it's just partly cloudy, so that's changed a little bit since practice as well. Practice, it was wide open and clear, so they might get a little bit of a cloud now and then. That'll definitely help cool off the track. It'll give him a little bit more grip. It looks like the 48 is also done with his lap. How about the 38 now of Dylan McDonald? As it looks like the 48 Catania so far in that lap, he went ahead and grabbed P10. Now keeping an eye on the 38. This is McDonald, and so far he sits P number 7. Nice looking number 38. This will be this is the 13th guy that has gone ahead and taken time. I was watching a little bit of him during practice as well. Definitely seemed very fast all the way around this seven turn 2.5 mile road course. Doing a pretty good job. Hold on to it. Good job. Way to gather it back up. While we're waiting on him to complete his second lap, we'll actually go ahead and show you all the information for tonight's race. Again, this is the ARCS Saturday Night Showdown Truck Series live from Lime Rock. And there, in case you were having a little bit of difficulty reading what the weather conditions were like, 75-degree air temp, 102-degree track temp. There's your track distance, your turns. Unfortunately, Swats will not be able to make it out here tonight. Swats ended up at a wedding and was not going to be able to make it back home in time. So, Swats, if you go back and you watch this, buddy, just know that I hope you're having a great time, and you definitely missed. Let's catch up now with Donald Ray. We'll go ahead and clear all that, bring back your tower one more time, and see exactly how these guys complete this out. There again is your track map, so you can see exactly where everybody's at. 13 guys, as I mentioned, so far have gone ahead and taken time. This is Donald Ray in his HenderCars.com number 5 Chevrolet Silverado. 5 tried to get a little on the throttle kind of early. Ended up bringing it through the grass just a little bit. Dylan McDonald, he's still out there, basically just turning some laps now. Getting a little bit more practice in. The only one that was still on track was Donald Ray, so we'll kind of keep it here for just a little bit. See if either Kevin Feemster, Mike LaJoy, Patrick Allen, Daniel Maddox, or Matthew Kent decide to go ahead and put their lap down. Those are the only guys so far that have not gone out. Tell you what, in the meantime, I'm actually going to go ahead and bring old Byron Jones up to the booth, bring him up out of the Patriot Esports channel, and chat with him right quick about his qualifying lap. See what he feels he might have starting so far from the P8 position, which is right ahead where Donald Ray is at right now. Byron Jones, it is repeat up in the booth, buddy. You got a copy on me.
Yeah, I got a copy, Pete. What's up?
Well, buddy, so far it looks like you're going to start P8 in that number 29. We're just watching Donald Ray right behind you, as it looks like qualifying is now over. How are you feeling about this 8th place starting position?
It's definitely going to be interesting making my way both through and a little bit back behind the field because guys are so competitive, and with how short this track is, it's tough to make passes. At the end of the day, I'm just looking for a good finish, trying to be consistent all throughout the entire race, and hopefully, and maybe, depending on how it ends up, park this car in victory lane. But I think tonight's not going to be the night with the way Tom Sears is qualified.
Yeah, Tom Sears qualified up top. Joshua Gaiman, Cody Meadows, and Cody Pinnell. That's going to be our top four. We're going to go ahead and go through the running order. Byron, as always, buddy, I wish you good luck. I'll go ahead and get you down with your Patriot Esports channel. And, yeah, hopefully we're talking to you a little later.
Yeah, hopefully. Thanks, Pete.
You got it. All right, again, that was the one and only Byron Jones, driver at the number 29. Wait till you see the Kevin Harvick machine that he's got. But let's go ahead and bring back up your grid here. There we go. So again, Tom Sears with a 56.1 to go ahead and roll off from pole position. Joshua Gaiman, P number 2. Cody Meadows, P3. You know what? Skip this. Let's go ahead and bring up the actual grid. There we go. There we go. That's a little bit better. So yeah, Cody Pinnell, Cody Meadows, P6, Jeremy Briault. Mr. Belleville, P number 5. I skipped over him. P7 is going to be Dylan McDonald. Byron Jones, that we were just talking to, P8. P9, Donald Ray with Tristan Catania to his outside. Terry Gabbard in P11, and in P12 is going to be James Kerr. Let's go ahead and go through the rest of the field here. Behind James Kerr is going to be Tommy Withers, P13. P14 is going to be Daniel Maddox. P15, Matt Kent with Mike LaJoy, P16. P17 is going to be Kevin Feemster, and P18, Patrick Allen. So definitely wish all of them a whole lot of luck, and a big congratulations to Tom Sears, and he will be our pole award winner for tonight. So again, congratulations to him. Big congratulations on grabbing that Smeal Racing Designs pole award. All right, so everybody kind of just chasing this Silverado pace truck around. Again, this 2.5 mile, 7-turn road course. This track is a whole lot of fun. We saw some very unique characteristics. Some very straight, almost like an Indy road course. Some very some of it has some big elevation changes, almost like a Barber Motorsports Park. So it's gonna be one hell of a race. And again, definitely big thank you to everybody that has decided to go ahead and tune in. We're getting ready for one hell of a race. Again, Tom Sears, Lurking Tom, in that number 14 is your pole award winner. And he's going to go ahead and decide when we're going to go ahead and set this field green. He is a control truck off the pace, getting ready to roll. 14's going to decide. Green flag's out. He's going to go ahead and drop the hammer. We are green. Let's go ahead and bring up your tower again so you can kind of keep up with everybody. I'll also go ahead and pull up the track map for you, as you can kind of keep an eye on where everybody is at. 14. He's actually lost a couple spots right quick. For some reason, the track map is not coming up for me. I do apologize. He might be might have had a little bit of an issue there. Had to get out of the gas. But right now, Cody Meadows in that number 88 amp National Guard Dale Jr. throwback. He's gone ahead and taken the lead. Big challenge, though, right now from that number 41 coming down the hill. Just about got to his inside. but no dice that time. Going to try to duck out one more time. Maybe try to outbreak him here, coming to the corner. And nope, not hardly. 88 still able to maintain the lead. Noah Belleville P2, Josh Gaiman P3, Dylan McDonald P number 4, and Tom Sears, our pole winner, back in P number 5. These three kind of getting away just a little bit. Let's kind of take a look back here between the 38 and the 14 of Tom Sears. Tom Sears, again, now down 4 spots. Jeremy Briault right behind him. Looks like there might be a little bit of an issue a little bit further in the back with Tristan Catania. Let's see if that is, if that would have brought out a caution. Not many cautions on the road course. I believe it's actually got to block the track in order for the system to go ahead and bring out the caution. Let's find out what happened with Tristan. There you see him in that number 48, right behind the 29 of Byron Jones, coming through the rumble strips, and it looks like he just might have gotten off balance. Yep, spun it a little bit to the right, didn't hit anything. I'm sorry, wheels were pointing to the right, but he was sliding to the left, able to hold on to it. It looks like something also happened with Daniel Maddox. Let's find out what happened with him. There is that number 10 Mountain Dew machine. Again, right through the same spot that we just saw Catania have a few issues. Coming up over the hill, and the same exact thing, except he made hard contact to the inside guide rail. Definitely not the way that he wanted to start the race. Let's go ahead and bring it back live. Battle right now for P number 4. Jeremy Briault has it. Tom Sears wants it to his outside or to his left. Not really an outside or inside. 38 and the 74 make a little contact. Great save by all those guys in order to keep it moving. Still the 14 and the 41 door to door. 41 going off track a little bit. He's going to be a little loose. Coming back up. Did not collect the back end of the 99. Again, going to stay green. $14 a little loose in the transition there, coming over the hump. That's something that we're going to see, and that's something that Byron Jones mentioned that we were going to see earlier. He said whoever is great on dirt is going to have a phenomenal race, and as you see all these trucks sideways coming down that hill, that is exactly why he said that, because you can absolutely gain a lot of time. As they say, loose is fast when it's on the edge of out of control, and that's exactly what we're seeing. Many loose trucks. 38 loose, got into the door of the 14, or vice versa. Either way, both of them able to continue. 38 still loose, and 14 almost collected him getting into the door. He went off track, did not collect anybody else. Very rough goings right there for Dylan McDonald. Went ahead and brought up the weather. Looks like the air temp still sitting at 76 degrees, but look at the track temperature. Track temp was 102, now sitting at 108. So that's why I think we might be seeing a little bit more sliding out of these trucks than what we were seeing in practice and also in qualifying. Track temp has gone up by 6 degrees since the very start of this truck. And with how spread out these guys are, I don't know if it's solely the sun or if it's actually a bit of these trucks getting some heat in the track as well. Mentioned Dylan McDonald had a little bit of an issue earlier. We actually saw it live on stream. It looks like something else has happened with him as well. Let's go back and find out exactly what happened with Dylan right now. So there you see him in that number 38. Looks like he's full bore all the way down on that throttle. Getting into the turn. Oh, nowhere to go. Oh, planted at 38 into the wall. Very, very unfortunate. Yeah, we'll call that exactly what that was. Let's go back to Tristan Catania right now, and looks like he's had an issue in that 48 as well. Let's see what happens with this ally machine. Looks like he just locked up the wheels a little bit. Again, guys and gals, this track is very, very slick right now. A lot of people are having a few issues keeping these trucks under control. Let's go ahead and bring it back live again. Let's go ahead and check in with our leaders. Looks like Cody Meadows, Joshua Gaiman, and Jeremy Brial just a little bit further back coming down the hill. And he's definitely got some company behind this number 74. Truck to his inside, blinking a little bit. Again, going to be the 99. It's on timing and scoring. It says it's the 28 of Cody Pinnell. Guessing just loaded up. Maybe a couple of just an issue with trading paints, but nonetheless, a pretty nice looking truck. See all these guys absolutely throwing these trucks into the corner to keep on moving around. Nice little battle back here behind Cody Pinnell. If we catch up with our leader and kind of look back from him, he's definitely got a great little battle as we look back off of his rear spoiler. You can hear him get back on the throttle, and you don't really hear his truck breaking a whole lot of traction. More than likely, that's actually why he's in a position he's in. You don't really hear a whole lot of slide out of him. In these trucks on iRacing, you can hear whenever somebody's putting too much wheel in it, because you can actually hear the tires squealing, and that's we're not really hearing a whole lot out of this number 88 for Cody Meadows, as it looks like we might have a little bit of a battle from Joshua Gaiman right now. From his left front tire, looking to his outside, nothing doing right there. Let's switch this up one more time. Looks like he was able to retake that position. 88 still holding on to that lead. Let's drop back with Cody Pinnell. Looks like he's actually been able to break away from that little bit of a pack as well. Looks like Tom Sears has had a little bit of an issue. Either went off track or something happened. Let's see if we can go back with Tom Sears and find out. Yeah, Tom Sears off the track into the wall, and doesn't really look like he's got a whole lot of damage on this number 14. Let's go ahead and take a look at his left front. A little bit of an issue. Looks like on the hood there might be a little bit there as well. Let's take a look back. Not too bad at all. Still looks like he's pretty fast. Good thing is, this is not this isn't an oval where it's very, very aero dependent. These road tracks, you can road courses rather, you can get a little bit of damage and still be just perfectly fine. Let's go ahead and bring it back up. This is the third place truck for Cody Pinnell. Joshua Gaiman and Cody Meadows still battling it out up here all by theirself. Cody Pinnell is 13 seconds back. Top two have absolutely driven away. Again, here's the 14 of Tom Sears. Noah Belville in this number 41, ahead of him by about 6 seconds. Byron Jones just behind this 14. Again, 14 was able to get it done last week. This week, looks like he might be struggling a little bit after taking the pole. Behind Byron Jones going to be the 5 of Donald Ray in his HendrickCars.com Chevy Silverado as well. And looking ahead from him He's definitely got a little bit of clean air to work with, but he can see the trucks ahead getting just a little bit further away. Looks like Daniel Maddox has also had a little bit of an issue, a little bit further in the back. See if we can't find out what happened there. So here is that Mountain Dew number 10 Silverado. Looks like he's gonna try to get it woed up, coming through the chicane. A whole lot of brake. So basically that is just a brake bias adjustment that might be needed for this Dale Jr. or Darrell Waltrip Mountain Dew throwback coming into the next right-hander. Good job by him for the most part, keeping a tight hold on that truck, coming down the hill to this very, very sharp right-hander when carrying a whole lot of speed. Didn't hear him downshift. Definitely heard him on a brake. Scratch that. Just heard him upshift right there. Let's go ahead and bring it back live. So back to the number 5, and let's go ahead and switch this up one more time. Go ahead and ride cockpit with him. Not really a whole lot going on right ahead of him at all. Trying to play catch up to the 29 and the 14 of Tom Sears. You see all these trucks getting very, very loose, very slideways coming through. Again, track temp is huge on these road courses, and I was actually looking up this road course on Google. They just put a $3 million renovation into this course, some of which was repaving. So that might be why the track is responding the way it is to 106-degree track temp. Let's go catch back up with our leaders. It's going to be Josh Gaiman and Cody Meadows now in this number 88, falling back quite a bit. So something must have happened with Gaiman. Let's see if it'll actually show me exactly what it was. Let's see what this one is. Oh, yep, got loose, ended up going through the grass, had to back out of the throttle, and that is how he lost a good 8 seconds worth of time, and Joshua Gaiman was able to take the lead. Let's go ahead and bring it back live. So Cody Pinnell back here in this number 99. You see him right behind the 31. That's going to be Matt Kent. Right now, everybody up to P11, one lap down or out of the race. Maddox out, McDonald out, Feemster out, LaJoy out, and Allen out. Allen, I'm not too surprised. He didn't put any kind of time into practice, and when we caught up with him in qualifying, he was definitely running at a much slower pace. You see the 99 blinking out just a little bit behind this 31. 31's going to have to more than likely pull over and let him go. You don't want to be responsible for I'm sorry. It was the 99 that was blinking, but he was able to get on by. So again, your top 10 right now: Joshua Gaiman, Cody Meadows, Cody Pinnell, Jeremy Briall in this number 74. Noah Belleville in this 41, Haas Automation's production Ford F-150. Tom Sears in this number 14. Byron Jones in this number 29, U.S. Air Force Patriot Esports Silverado. Donald Ray in this number 5. James Kerr in this number 75, sitting P9. And Terry Gabbard would right now be the first truck one lap down in this mellow yellow Ford F-150 if we should happen to get a caution. 17 laps in so far in this 60-lap race. Ford truck kind of cooking it in after having to get on the brake and threw it in reverse. I was kind of surprised to see that. I thought he would actually just go ahead and cut a righter and get back and go. And as you see the 48 get on by. So this is the 61 of Joshua Gaiman in his Toyota TRD, looking pretty good, looking pretty stout. Almost well, he just hit the 9-second mark up on Cody Meadows. Nobody around this 88. So it looks like after that little bit of an issue he had where he went off track, he was able to gather it back up and push on. Good job by him. For anybody that's out there in YouTube land, definitely apologize for these messages that keep popping up. Unfortunately, it's not like Twitch where you can ban them. You get these dumb messages that you can't really do much about except for keep blocking them on the channel, and that's exactly what I'm trying to do. So again, let's go ahead and get back up here. We're watching Cody Meadows right now, and we saw the gap up to Joshua Gaiman at right about 9 seconds now, just shy of 9.5. Cody Pennell just a little bit further back in this 99. He's up one spot. What's funny is, let me see if I can actually go ahead and show this to you. Here is there's your gap. Okay, so right now that's going to leave 8 trucks left on the lead lap. Here's their actually, never mind. That's not what I wanted. Here you go. This is everybody's fastest times so far. This is what their best times were. So you can see why the guys up front have really been, up front. They're definitely logging the fastest laps completely. And here's what we've got in the field as far as manufacturer go. If you're a Ford guy, if you're a Chevy guy, if you're a Toyota guy, these are the manufacturer that your favorite drivers are racing and have been for the most part. So right now we got a Toyota leading, Chevrolet P2, Fords are in 3rd and 4th, another Toyota in 5th, Brial in his Ford F-150 in 6th, Jones and Ray in their Silverados with Kerr sitting P9 in his Toyota. And then we got a Ford F-150 sitting P10, and then from 11th all the way back to the trucks that are out, going back to Allen in 18th. All those are Silverados. So a whole lot of Chevys out of the race tonight. If you're a Chevy fan, let's go ahead and switch that back up to our gap. See where everybody is riding. 99 still blinking just a little bit, but there's nobody right around him to. Yellow flag's out. I'm gonna guess this is the stage break. So we're gonna go ahead and allow everybody to come on down pit road and grab 4 brand new Eagle Fuel Goods. Go ahead and fill it up with that Sunoco E15 fuel and come on back out. About to see a great restart, and this will also allow a few of the guys that got some minor damage to spend some time on pit road, get it fixed up just a little bit. You can spend all kinds of time on pit road allowing your truck to be fixed because you're not going to get lapped on a 2.5 mile road course. You can spend all kinds of time, and as long as you make it out of pit road before the pace truck comes around and puts you a lap down, you're good to go. Keeping an eye on Joshua Gaiman is going to be the first one to be able to go on down pit road. Cody Meadows right now still 9 seconds back. Everybody's got a long way to go to catch up to him. The 61 was still hard on the throttle, trying just to catch up to the pace truck. Now you'll start to see that gap shrink. There you go. Meadows now down to about 8 seconds, and that'll drop into the 7s all the way down. But that goes to show the kind of lead that Joshua Gaiman had. So while the 88 had a little bit of an issue, he was able to, this is going to help him huge. He won't have to worry about that gap after losing time going off track slightly. Unfortunately, I don't see Joshua Gaiman or Cody Meadows as being available to chat with us. So we will we'll continue to work our way through as they all go on down pit road, grab what they need, and come on back out. I do see Cody Pennell in P number 3. So in just a moment, once he's done with his stop, we'll go ahead and pull him in his in that number 99 Super Chips machine. Okay, I just want to double check one more time. No Gaiman and no Meadows. Oh no, there's Meadows down there. All right, let's go ahead and see if we can't have a quick word with old Mr. Meadows. Cody Meadows, it's repeat up in the booth. Watching you in that truck. How you feeling now that you've got a brand new lease on life? We saw you kind of go off track, get into the grass a little bit. You had to check up, lost some time. You were right. You were able to keep up with that 61 and vice versa in the very beginning. Do you have anything for him on this restart?
No idea. I'm just holding off, really. I felt good at the start. I didn't really overcook anything. I just really missed my braking zone, and went off in the grass. Luckily, I was able to pretty much lightning McQueen that grass. But yeah, I hope I have something with Josh. I mean, we're two of the fastest guys in here, so I mean, it's going to be a good battle no matter what.
Well, that first battle was really amazing. You guys pulled away by quite a lot, actually. So it'll be interesting to see. They just say was that extended? Okay, yeah. But no, I definitely wish you a lot of luck. It'll be interesting to see this battle between you and Gaiman play out one more time. Tom Sears is going to be able to restart right close to you as well after grabbing the pole. So can you keep Tom behind you and stay up there with the leaders?
Hopefully, I'd like to say so. I mean, to be honest, I want your opinion because you've been watching this whole thing. What happened there at the start? Because I knew I was close, and next thing you know, he's just off into turn 1, and I was lucky to get the lead there, but I mean, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, believe it or not, I was trying to pull up the track map for everybody to see where you and all their other favorite drivers were, and while I was trying to figure out why the track map wouldn't come up, I missed what exactly happened to him. I think it might have just been a little bit of an off-track excursion. I saw the 38 at the fastest part of the track just go plow into the wall coming down that hill. But yeah, we got about 5 or 6 trucks that are out of this race. Good luck tonight. I'll go ahead and get you back with your teammates. What team were you in?
My team is the Premier Racing Setups mainly, and then my buddy at Ryan Billy Racing.
Rye Billy, okay. I'll get you back with Rye Billy. Good luck in that number 88 Amp Energy Dale Jr. throwback.
Thank you.
You got it. All right, again, that was driver of the 88, Cody Meadows. You have to see if he can really do something here with this 61. You see the lights atop the pace truck are out. They will be going green this time. I thought that's what I heard. I didn't think it was an extension. I was pretty sure that he said we were going green. So let's go ahead and clear his info. So again, Cody Meadows out of Martinsville, Virginia, track that's only about two and a half hours away from me. Again, guys and gals out there in chat, sorry, for some reason, I'm not quite sure why the track map isn't coming up. It did come up for me in qualifying, but it will not come up for me right now, very unfortunately. Ryan Billy said, let's go, Cody. I absolutely agree. It's going to be one hell of a restart, Ryan. Can't wait to see how this plays out. Downhill, big sweeping right-hand turn, pace speed, just doing everything that they got to do, getting ready to really try to rock it off. There you see the pace truck pulling off, and we're about to get this going one more time. Looks like there's still 13 trucks out there on track. 6 truck of Withers, 2 laps down. Gabbard, Kent, Catania are also 1 lap down. Kerr right now sitting P number 9 is the first the last truck on the lead lap. Here we go. Everybody behind the leaders for the most part, single file going through all of these S's, these extended S's, kind of like a Watkins Glen, if you would, except not uphill. Top 3 kind of breaking away again. Cody Pinnell sitting back here in this number 99. Got Byron Jones in that 29. Right behind him, Jeremy Briall in that 74 rather, behind this U.S. Air Force machine. Looks like a little bit of damage on the front end of that F-150 Midwest barbecue machine. So Cody Meadows up here in this number 88. Let's actually go ahead and jump on board. Actually, no, scratch that. Oh, thought I heard caution. Not so much though. Let's actually go ahead and jump up to his nose camera, see exactly what he's got for Joshua Gaiman. Right now, it doesn't really look like much. His best chances are probably going to be in the braking zones. Great job getting through there. Just using the rumble strips to help him turn just a little bit. Here I'm at the top of the hill, give it just a little bit of gas, and then for the most part maybe trail brake just a little bit. This is where we thought we saw the 38 end it right here. Went flat down the track into those Jersey barriers down there. Looks like in the back might have a little bit of an issue between Noel Belleville, James Kerr, and Tommy Withers. Let's go back there and find out exactly what happened. Picking up with the 41. Oh, he blew the motor. Very, very unfortunate. Blew the motor in a very bad spot. He's going to try to pull off track. So far, don't really see anybody pulling back in. And that might be what yep, that is exactly what caused that wreck between James Kerr and Withers. Let's go back one more time. Yep, here it is. They got loose, hit the grass on both sides. 75 and 6 collide. 41 had nowhere to go. Not going to make it back. He will have to go ahead and tow it. Very unfortunate for the 75 and 6. Wrong place, wrong time. Let's go ahead and bring it back live. '88 now. It's a full second and a half behind Joshua Gaiman, not really losing any time. Tom Sears, Lurkin Tom, so right now sitting P3 again. He was our pole winner and able to really capitalize off of that stage break. pick up with that that number 14 Toyota TRD machine. Looking pretty good. Looking like he can definitely hustle that truck around. Cody Pennell in his number 99, just a little bit behind him. Jeremy Brialt in his number 74 Midwest Barbecue Ford F-150, looking pretty stout as well. And Byron Jones right now up 2 spots. And just to kind of show you how stacked or how stout this field is. All right, so Joshua Gaiman started P2. He's up P1. All right, so he's up 1 spot. Cody Meadows, he started P3. He's up to P2. Gained one spot. Tom Sears, obviously running P3, down 2 spots. Cody Pennell in that 99, although on the scoring tower, it shows him in the 28. He's P4, right where he started. Jeremy Brialt, he's up 1 spot. Byron Jones up 2 spots. Donald Ray up 2 spots. James Kerr up 4 spots, even after that little bit of an issue. Tristan Catania, he's up 1 spot. Matthew Kent right now, though, he would be the biggest gainer, up 5 spots. Sitting in P number 10, and the second truck 1 lap down. Right now, Catania in this number 48 Lowe's machine, he is the first truck 1 lap down if we should happen to get a magical caution. Let's go ahead and catch back up with Joshua Gaiman in that 61. Cody Meadows trying to stick right there with him. It looks like they've got a lap truck between them. No, 88's just kind of fall. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say, look, it was looking weird, but it's actually a looks like Gaiman actually had to deal with a lap truck. Now they've all gotten past them, so they resume their normal positions. Let's actually pick up with James Kerr and see, yeah, as you can see, he's got quite a bit of damage on the front end of his truck. Quite a bit for his Black Acid Racing apparel number 75. Guys and gals, if you missed last week's ARCS race, go on back. You can actually go back and watch the videos on my Twitch for up to 60 days, or you can go over to my YouTube channel under the same name, Repeat 1975. I've got my entire broadcasting library over there. Go back and take a look at this truck. It's probably one of the nicest trucks that I've ever seen over here on iRacing. Definitely really nice. All right, let's go ahead and pick back up with Cody Meadows. You see the 14 behind him. You see the 61 up ahead. Let's go ahead and turn this into a little bit of a crank it up session and kind of keep an eye on what the 88's able to do all the way around. Let's go ahead and crank it up. All right, definitely appreciate you hanging out with me. One, pretty good lap and a half right there. With Cody Meadows in that 88, came up on some lap traffic. They were able to navigate that very well and able to continue. And it actually closed up that battle just a little bit. Looks like something has happened with Matthew Kent a little bit further in the back. Let's see if we can't find out what happened with him right now and come on back after we see what happened with this 31. And it's number 31, Whataburger Chevy Silverado coming up over the hill. That has been a point of interest for a few of these guys. Looks like we'll actually go ahead and rewind that right there, see exactly what happened. Just a bad camera position. Let's change that up. There we go. I have a feeling it's just going to be the elevation. Yep, back end tried to kick out just a little bit. Made a little bit of contact with the right side wall, but not too bad. I think if I take a look at his right rear, it's probably not going to be too badly damaged. But let's go ahead and take a look right quick. Looks like his splitter. I'm sorry. Yeah, right. His splitter. Looks like his spoiler is still pretty straight. Just a little bit of scrapage on that right rear, but again, not too bad. Let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right, so now everybody in the top 8 still on the lead lap. Kerr still sitting P8, so he continues to remain battling amongst the lead lap cars. 88 a little loose. But he was able to get a great entry into the corner and able to really close up on the back end of this 61. It seems like he's getting closer and closer, but at the same time, 61, he's got some traffic that he's going to have to deal with by way of the 41 right now, which is Noah Belleville. He is a lap down. But right in front of Belleville is going to be that 75. That is James Kerr. He's actually on the lead lap. So if we look back from Kerr through his gearbox, looking a little low, there you see the 41, and right behind him are the leaders. 41's going to go ahead and move over. Kerr going to try to fight and see if he can keep it going. From the nose cam, see the leader go on by. I have no doubt he's going to go ahead and let the 88 go on by. There you go ahead and see that Amp Energy machine move on. But now there is a lap truck between the top 2 guys. 88's going to have to try to figure out a way past the 41 in order to move on up. Leader now able to extend the gap out past 2 seconds. Cody Meadows still continues to fight. Right now it's actually showing that the 14 of Tom Sears is on pit road. 20 laps to go. That would make about sense. 60 laps total tonight. They pitted on lap 20 for the stage break. This would be is what should be his final stop on pit road. Right now, it would be P5 if he was to come out right now. If Byron Jones, Donald Ray, and others weren't to pass him, actually, it looks like Donald Ray is another one also on pit road in that HendrickCars.com number 5 Silverado. So Byron Jones now sitting in P5, up 3 spots since the start, and as you can tell, that number 29 is wicked loose. So we mentioned that Donald Ray was on pit road. There it is. Looks like the right side just dropped. He's going to go ahead and come on back out. So far, sitting P8. He's He's going to have to be very, very careful getting back out on the pit road. Don't really see very many others. Cody Pennell and Jeremy Briel, they're going to go ahead and bring their machines down pit road right now, also for their last stop of the race. Joshua Gaiman, though, still leading. Cody Meadows a little bit further back because of the lap traffic. We'll have to see how it all works out once they come off pit road, but you can definitely see these guys are very, very loose under throttle in sections of elevation on this 2.5 mile 7-turn road course. It's amazing to see right there how much speed they're able to carry down the hill and still be able to make that right turn without getting loose there. You'd figure that would be one of the biggest zones, but not so much. Waiting to see if the 61 comes on down pit road next time by. I can tell you right now, the 88 of Cody Meadows, he is on pit road. He's decided to go ahead and bring that Amp Energy number 88 down for his final stop. 18 laps to go here for these guys. Left side of the truck going up. Going to grab his left side tires. Right side of the truck's going to go up right there. There you see it. And he's going to be able to go ahead and exit pit road. Now, depending on how aggressive he was coming on a pit road, how even he was with his pit stall, and how quick he was able to exit pit road, he might actually be able to make up a little bit of time on Joshua Gaiman. But so far, he has continued to stay out. Maybe he's hoping that there will be an issue, and the entrance to pit road will be blocked by cars spinning out or whatever, who knows, and iRacing would have to throw the caution, however unlikely. James Kerr in this number 75, he decided to go ahead and hit pit road in his Black Acid number 75. Might be able to fix up just a little bit of that damage, but he's not going to stay on pit road too long. With green flag pit stops underway, we saw Tom Sears come on down pit road very early. In fact, he was the first one to come on down. He was able to leapfrog Cody Meadows in that 88. That's what 4 brand new Eagle Feel Goods will do to you. So move Tom Sears up to P2, 1 spot behind where he started tonight. Joshua Gaiman still in the lead. Cody Meadows P3, Cody Pennell P4, Jeremy Briel P5. Right now, Byron Jones P6. Looks like the 4 had a little bit of an issue getting on pit road. Makes a little bit of contact with 61. 61 able to hit the brake, straighten it back out. Really no harm, no foul. Might have a little bit of damage to the left rear, but I don't think it's going to affect him at all. So now what's really going to be the biggest test is to see where Tom Sears comes out with pitting 4 laps early, and see where the 61 is. Let's go ahead and actually, there is Tom Sears right there. So he's going to be able to get up. He's got a little bit of momentum side by side with the leader right now. Cody Meadows definitely lost a lot of time. He was about 3.5 to 4 seconds behind the leader. Now he's 6.6 behind the leader, so he actually lost time on pit road. Looks like Joshua Gaiman, he's going to be able to extend this lead on Tommy Sears by just a little bit. Went from about 0.3 up to 1.5 seconds, and then 7 seconds back to Cody Meadows right now, sitting in third. He can see this battle up ahead of him, but he's not going to be able to do much right now. Cody Pennell right now still in P4. Jeremy Briel in P number 5, again in that Midwest barbecue machine. Byron Jones right now sitting in P number 6. Again, I talked to Byron in pre-race. He was very, very skeptical about this race. He said somebody that's great on dirt was probably going to win this race. But I tell you what, if you can keep it on track, be as consistent as possible, don't make too many mistakes, you can have a great race. Byron Jones right now up 2 spots. Big proof of that. So Joshua Gaiman, he has been the fastest of all the trucks out here tonight. His best lap was a 56:41. Nobody else in the field has had a lap anywhere close to that. I mean, next lap back was the 88 of Cody Meadows, 2/10 back. Then Tom Sears at 56:82. Everybody else is in the 57s, 58s, 59s. You've got a truck back there that had some issues earlier that ran a 104. So there's some movers and shakers out here tonight. $13 laps remaining. Still, Joshua Gaiman in control of this race, but he's also got to be careful. He cannot make a mistake. He cannot be, he cannot get very comfortable with where he's at. He's really got to make sure that he continues to hit all of his marks for the remaining, what will be 12 laps next time by the start stripe. But so far, looking very, very strong. Tom Sears, a good 2.5 seconds back, so he's lost a second since the last time we checked in. Cody Meadows now almost 10 seconds. Let's go on up with Joshua Gaiman and drop in on his cockpit view, and we'll go ahead and take a lap or two around with driver 61, see exactly what he's doing to be able to maintain and turn these pretty bad fast laps. Y'all go ahead. We did one earlier. Let's do it again. Go ahead and crank it up. Let's go. All right, there's a couple laps around around this place with the 61 of Joshua Gaiman, still doing very, very well. In case you didn't already notice, Tom Sears now back over 7 seconds behind our leader. A little bit of an issue, looks like it popped up for him. Let's see if we can go back, find out what happened with old Lurkin Tom, and come on back with the 61, or try to find another battle out there on track, see what's going on. Right now, only the top 6 on the lead lap. The next one to possibly be lapped is going to be the 29 of Byron Jones. So after we find out what happened with Tom Sears, we'll find out where Byron Jones is in comparison to the leader, and then come on back. Let's see what happened with the 14. So there you see him coming into a hard right-hander, a little bit on the brakes, sliding around. Again, these rumble strips and this elevation change as the truck gets lighter has been very, very detrimental to a lot of the guys tonight, but great recovery for that 14. Way to keep on moving. Still right now sitting in P number 2, but very good distance behind the leader. Let's go ahead and bring it back live. So here is Tommy Sears. He's a good 7 seconds behind the leader. Let's pick up with Byron Jones and find out where he is in comparison to the leader. Let's kind of take a look off of his rear spoiler and see if it's something that he's got to worry about anytime soon. Byron Jones right now is a good 52 seconds behind. So with the leader's best right now being a 56.41, you know that he is coming. In fact, yeah, there is the leader right off his United States Air Force deck lid. And anytime you see the leader filling up your rear view, you know that it's going to be an interesting rest of the race. But Byron Jones, all he's got to do is try to do his best to continue to stay on the lead lap. He knows the leader's fast. He's not gonna race him dirty or anything like that, but he's not just gonna pull over either. Byron Jones is a good racer, he's pretty fast in his own right. Right now, this is P6. So if Joshua Gaiman is able to get on up to his back bumper and pass him, that would leave only 5 trucks left on the lead lap. You see there on the right quarter panel, right underneath the U.S. Air Force and behind the 29, Jones Sim Paints and Designs. And just as I say that, looks like the 61 is going to be able to come on up and pass him with very, very little issue. Again, Byron Jones, very, very clean. He races with a lot of integrity, so great job by Byron Jones. But yeah, if you need a paint scheme or you need any kind of a hero card or whichever, please, by all means, reach on out to Byron Jones. I'll pull up his information right now. Reach on out to the guy. He can do a whole lot for whatever it is you may need. There's his Twitter handle right there, at AZYotsKing. So reach out to him. He can do quite a bit. Kid's very, very talented with that digital brush. Hold on to it, Byron. Good job. All right, let's go ahead and break away from this. Again, very, very nice U.S. Air Force Patriot Esports Chevy Silverado. All right, so Joshua Gaiman and Tom Sears still there, but quite a ways back. Still over 8 seconds behind Joshua Gaiman. Gaiman pretty much has this on lock. You see the 31 have a little bit of an issue behind him. Go on in and smack the inside wall pretty hard. Looks like Tommy Withers is going to be another person of interest. Let's find out what happened with Tommy. There's Tommy in this number 6 Scott's machine. old miraclegrow.com. Looks like he's just slightly off in the grass, loses the traction, and is able to get out of the way, able to stay in the throttle just long enough for everybody to get on by, including the 88, the 5, and company. There's a 99 as well. He probably more than likely has a spotter, either that or using a track map to know exactly what he's got. And then you see the 74 come on by also. So great job by the 6. Wade, I mean, he lost some positions, but he did not take out or wreck anybody else's race. So good job by him. Let's go ahead and bring it back alive. 3 laps to go here in the Midwest Barbecue Chicks and Honey Homestead Saturday night showdown race live from Lime Park. Definitely glad everybody that's so far that's come on out, hung out, chatted up, kept me company. Definitely appreciate it. If you haven't already, please go on up, smash that follow button, hit the subscribe if you can, and be sure to catch us every time we go live on Saturday nights. Sunday nights, I'm actually with the one and only KS Gaming 51 that normally broadcasts these races with me, but was unable to tonight due to a wedding in his family. And then, of course, Monday nights, the Shake and Bake Cup Series. This week is their All-Star race live from the Coliseum in Los Angeles. That's going to be a good show. If you haven't already, go on over. Look at my Twitter at Repeat1975. You'll see Frozen Toes. You'll see Tom Flitcroft and several others vying for your vote. For those that aren't already locked into the show to be able to race, it's going to be a phenomenal time. You're not going to want to miss it. So we got 2 laps remaining. Joshua Gaiman, for the most part, has run a very, very uneventful race. I mean, he almost got tagged on pit road, but was able to keep it going. Tell you what, this Japanese anime Toyota TRD that he's running, absolutely phenomenal. Looking back, doesn't have anybody or anything to worry about. Cool Smile Racing, looking pretty good. I can imagine here in less than a lap, he will have a big old cool smile on his face. Again, big congratulations to him if he can come across and go ahead and knock it out of the park. Great run. Everybody up to P5, 1 lap down to a man that has absolutely put on a clinic. Talking again, of course, about the 61 of Joshua Gaiman. Tom Sears is going to be able to come across P2 when it's all said and done. And there's Tom Sears right now as he comes down to Sam Posey straight across the start stripe. Cody Meadows in this number 88 that also led a few laps tonight. He's going to be able to come across P3. Cody Pinnell in this number 99, but y'all see him as the 28. He's going to come across P number 4 if he doesn't have any kind of an issue. Oh, he got a little loose. It looks like Jeremy Briault. Nope, he's going to be... Okay, so Cody Pinnell, he is going to be able to finish P4. Jeremy Briault, he's quite a ways back. But it looks like he's going to be able to come across P5. Really nobody else anywhere near him as he comes down the hill, heading towards the start stripe to claim a top 5. Donald Ray, as he spins out, he's going to be P number 6. Byron Jones, going to be P7. James Kerr, P8. Noah Belleville, P9. Tristan Catania, P10. Matt Kent, P11. Tommy Withers, Terry Gabbard, Daniel Maddox, Dylan McDonald, Patrick Allen, Kevin Feemster, and Mike LaJoy going to be your top 10. Let's go ahead and pick back up with our leader right now. See what he's got in store. Go ahead and burn it down. Or I wonder, is he out of gas? Nope, he just wanted to get to that Lime Rock sign and then light them up. Absolutely, make for a great picture for him. Good job. Great job. Great job by the 61. Great celebration as well. Big congratulations again. Joshua Game and Tom Sears and Cody Meadows. Let's go ahead and pull up your entire results one more time. Here we go. So it's going to be Joshua Game and Tom Sears, Cody Meadows, Cody Pinnell, Jeremy Brialt. That's going to be your top 5. Donald Ray, Byron Jones, James Kerr, Noah Belleville, Tristan Quintana. That's going to be 6th through 10th. 11th through 18th, Matt Kent, Tommy Withers, Terry Gabbard, Daniel Maddox, Dylan. I did the same thing before. Dylan McDonald, Mike LaJoy, Kevin Feemster, and Patrick Allen. Congratulations to them all. All right, guys and gals, we will be right back with our top 3 live from the booth. Definitely don't nobody go nowhere. You're going to want to hear what these guys got to say about this great 60 lapper here from Lime Rock. Be right back. All right, ladies and gents, thank you very much for keeping it right here. Now we've got our Smeel Racing Designs Podium Top 3. We're going to kick it off with the 88 Silverado for Cody Meadows. Cody, one hell of a race. You led a few laps in the very beginning, and then something happened with you, and Joshua Gaiman was able to get on by. Also, a little bit of an issue with Tom Sears. We can talk to him as well. But, man, talk us through your race. It seems like after the stage break, you were trying to play catch-up, but just not quite enough in that 88 throwback.
Yeah. I had a good, fast car. I mean, I felt confident going into this race. As you've seen it, Code, I'm pretty good at catching the car sliding around me. That's just what I do. But, yeah, no problems between Josh and Tom. Problems with myself. I smoked turn 1 3 times that race. So that's what costed me the victory.
Well, man, I'm sorry. You caught me mid drink here while you were talking. But I tell you what, there's so many very very fast parts of this track. I talked to Byron Jones in practice, and he said he felt that somebody that was going to be great on dirt was more than likely going to be able to go on and grab the W or have a good finish. And you're 100% right. A whole lot of sliding around all the way around there. The biggest or the most problematic spot for most trucks tonight was coming up through the section of the track where you got the rumble strips on both sides, coming up to the top of the hill. The truck getting light and then spinning out or almost spinning out right there. Man, great job. Way to hold on to that thing for the most part all night long. P3 finish definitely going to help you in the points. Any quick shout outs for you, sir?
Definitely, Pete. Let's start off strong with Premier Racing Setups. They got a bunch of great bunch of guys over there. I mean, I applaud them and thank them so much for allowing me to jump on board with them. My sponsors over Ryan Billy Racing, he helps me a lot and keeping my cool mainly throughout these races. I mean, I make mistakes, everyone does it, they get a little high-headed during the race. I mean, then you get in your head. So thank you to Ryan over there, Captron Media, Running Way Chassis, Saints of Speed, Smith Racing Development, JKR, and T46 Graphics for most of my paints that I run over on the dirt side of things and anywhere, to be honest. Thank you, Pete, for coming out. The big thanks to ARCS and everybody that race.
There you go. Well, I tell you, Ryan Billy was out there in chat right after I talked to you during that stage break, and he said, "Let's go, Cody." So he had your back as well. Tommy Sears, I tell you what, but that 14 looked bad fast. You grabbed the Smeal Racing Designs Podium Award. And then you had a little bit of an issue in turn one. I was trying to figure out why my track map wasn't coming up, and I missed what happened. And then from there on out, it looked like you were kind of playing catch up. What happened turn one, lap one, and then walk us through the rest of your race to be able to grab this P2.
Is this thing on? Yeah. Here we
Yep,
go.
I got
so,
you.
Yeah. Hey, first of all, good stream. Very much appreciate you doing these here on Saturday night on your channel there. Thank you. Turn one, yeah, so I got the pole, and that was rare pole sighting for me. And then going into turn one, I thought Cody was going to make a move down there, but he wasn't. And I went down there because that was going to be rough to go in 3 wide, so I didn't want that to happen. And then I realized he wasn't going to do it, and I was like, it's too late to go back and towards the middle, because then I'll, you know, kind of when you set up for a turn, if you kind of swerve before a turn, you're going to spin out. So I just kind of wheel hopped it out and almost went off the track. I was very, very lucky not to go off the track and still come back in like P5 or 6 or something. And then, yeah, just had to kind of be patient and get back up through the field. It can be really hard on road courses sometimes, you know, unlike an oval when you get behind. But you have more room sometimes to make moves, you know, to gain some lost time. But on the road course so narrow, you really just got to be patient. That's really all you can do, because if you try and force it in there, you're going to be losing more time than maybe you thought. So just trying to work my way up there, and then tried a little bit of tire strategy there at the end to try and get better track position. I did get some better track position out of it. I came right out of the pits next to Josh.
Yep.
But credit to Josh. He's just so fast. He's so talented. And good racing with Cody, too. He's also very, very fast. So credit to Josh on that. He really ran away with that at the end. I mean, I had a shot at it. I was right next to him, and I just didn't have enough speed.
Yeah, I definitely noticed. I believe it was you, actually, that came down pit road first, 4 laps before Joshua Gaiman came down. And, yeah, we kept up with you as you came off pit road, came off side by side. And, man, I got to give you all kinds of credit. You had, I'm going to guess, big picture in your mind, because you didn't fight him long. You knew that he'd been fast all night long. You could have pushed it, tried to, outbreak him somewhere to to get in front of him and then try to maybe hold him off, but you didn't. You stayed P2. We saw where you kind of had a little bit of an issue, got off in the grass, lost some spots and some momentum, as well as a little bit of traction. But still, you brought it home P number 2 after last week's W. This week again is going to help you in the points overall. Any quick shout-outs for you, Tommy?
Just shout out to all the guys at ARCS, you yourself, this channel, the rest of the podium guys here, everyone that raced tonight, my wonderful fiance who I love very much, and everybody that tunes in and watches the stream and just loves racing, no matter how they can get it.
There you go. I'm actually going to go ahead and drop the Midwest Barbecue equipment link out there in chat right now. And man, congratulations on yet another finish. Looking forward to next week we go All-Star Racing, I believe, at Motegi, if I'm not mistaken.
Woo! Let's go.
There we go. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and bring up our top earner tonight, up one spot. So he started outside pole right next to the guy we just talked to, Tommy Sears. Joshua Gaiman started P2, finishing P number 1 in that 61 Japanese anime Toyota TRD. Joshua, you got a copy?
I got you, man.
Josh, I tell you what, one hell of a race. It was between you and the 88 at the get-go. You guys were nose to tail. He fell off just a bit, and you were pretty much able to set sail right from there. The stage break came out. Everybody was able to pull up side by side, re-racked, stacked everybody back up, and yet you were able to get on that throttle, get on that loud pedal first, clear the rest of the field, and get back to some separation again. At what point did you feel the most confident about this race, saying, man, I got this in the bag, just got to stay consistent?
I think it didn't really happen until after that pit stop, to be honest. I got out of the pits, right in front of Tom, and he came around my outside a little bit, but, after a lap or two, I started to pull some time again, so, yeah, at that point, I was just like, I just don't mess up, don't drive off the track, and you're good.
Well, dude, very, very, very fast, very impressive race. Definitely put on one hell of a clinic. There were several times where we actually just rode on board with you for a good lap and a half. Allowed everybody out there to go ahead and crank it up, move the cameras around on your truck, and definitely didn't really feel or see a whole lot of bad areas around this track. Very consistent all the way around. This W is going to definitely help you. I believe this automatically locks you into the All-Star race next week if you weren't already locked in. Any shout-outs for you, Mr. Gaiman?
Same guys as usual, everyone that puts the show together as far as the race, and you for streaming it every week, and as much as you can, of course.
Yeah.
That was just such a... Honestly, the car track combo is just such a good call. I never thought Lime Rock could be fun with a truck, but yeah, that was really, really awesome combo. So yeah, those everyone had put everything together.
The guy who won.
Calm down now.
Hey, this is a great track.
Awesome,
I love it.
It's awesome.
There you go. Well, yeah, that a great finish. Congratulations yet again on the W, and one hell of a burnout at the end. Very, very well deserved, sir.
Thank you very much.
You got it. All right, guys and gals, that is going to wrap it up for this week from Lime Rock. Definitely hope you enjoyed the stream. Hope you enjoyed the race. These guys definitely put on one hell of a show for you, as always. I put the link out there in the chat for Midwest Barbecue. If you need any kind of barbecue equipment, some that you could pull behind your truck, others that you could throw into the bed of your truck, go on over, look them up, MidwestBBQEquip.com, and take a look and see what they have. All kinds of great equipment. And then, of course, Chicks and Honey. It's an Instagram page that closely sponsors the ARCS Saturday Night Showdown series. It's an Instagram page that teaches people all about how to create self-sufficient homesteads. Or teaching others how to turn raw land into self-sufficient property. Everything from solar, self-building your house, creating a garden, and raising your own animals to provide meat, dairy, and goods for your family. Again, this is on Instagram. I just put the way you spell chicks and honey out there in the chat. Chicks is C-H-I-X, the and sign, and then honey. Go on over, look them up, give them a follow. All kinds of great DIY suggestions on that page. I can tell you firsthand, my wife has made me put a garden box together for her right off of that page, and she absolutely loves it. So until next week, when we head on over across the seas to Motegi, Japan, we will see you there. But make sure you go on over, smash that follow button, keep up with me. This Monday, I will have the Shake and Bake Cup Series live from the Coliseum out in Los Angeles, California. So make sure you follow there. And tomorrow night, I'll be with the one and only KS Gaming 51 for the Turn Down for What series as well. One hell of a race, guys. Thanks again for everybody that come out, hung out, chatted up, kept me company. We'll see you again soon.